Welcome to Ultimate DIYer, and boy do we have a cool project this week. We're going to be working at the famous Stroker's Ice House in Dallas for Rick Fairless, and we're going to actually be putting up lights all the way around his building, LED lights that are going to be daisy chained together. And to make sure those lights never fall down, we're going to run steel cable with a turnbuckle system to hold those lights. We're also going to use a low voltage DC powered light to light up the mannequins that he has mounted on the top of his building. So stay tuned and see how it's done. You guys are definitely going to want to subscribe and hit that notification button so that you can actually see the very end product at night with everything lit up. It's going to be truly amazing. So all of the bolts are actually going in pretty easy at this point. Being wood, if it had been brick, it would have been a little harder. I would have had to pre-tap everything. You'll also notice on the screen I'm popping up the little figurines or mannequins, whatever you want to call them, that he has on top of the building, so you can kind of have an idea of one of our future videos where we're going to actually light those up. You'll notice here that some of the lights are already hung up onto the cable. That's because I've already installed the courtyard lights. There was around 2,300 linear feet of lights that light up the courtyard. But I still have to go all the way around the back of the courtyard, up over the top, and around a lot of the mannequins and things that are out there as well. Here we're actually installing one of the turnbuckles, just like I showed you in the beginning of the video on how you install them. If you'll notice that it's opened all the way, and it gives me a lot of room to get the turnbuckle really tight. I also went back and added double clamps on pretty much everything just to make sure that it never pulls loose. This is Stroker's famous entrance where all the motorcycles ride in, usually on the weekends, but they're open 7 days a week. So one of the big reasons that we're actually installing these lights is because Rick is now open till 2 o'clock in the morning. So there's no reason you can't find a time to come and check out Stroker's Ice House in Dallas, Texas. So here I'm actually running a bunch of the cable. I'm going to pull it nice and tight so that the lights have something to hang on and then they'll be strapped to. Normally when you put lights on a home, you don't have to do this because you're going to put them just temporarily for around a month, maybe 6 weeks, and then you pull them down after the Christmas or holiday season. These are going to stay up year round. That's the reason for the cables. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't, please hit that like button and go ahead and hit that bell notification if you'd like to be notified of all the upcoming videos. In this part of the project, you can actually see quite a few of the world famous Strokers mannequins that are on top of the ice house bar. These are the same mannequins that we're going to light up with lights, 2 or 3 lights per mannequin, using a low voltage DC type light. The plan is going to be to use a block system for each light so that it can be moved around on the roof until we get just the right light on the mannequin. That way we also don't put any holes or protrusions into the roof. The bushes turned out to be a lot bigger challenge than I expected. They pushed the ladder out, so I had to push the ladder into the bushes to be able to get to the top without falling. So if you've never actually been to Strokers, it's a massive place. The building that I'm in front of now is the Ice House. The one to the right is actually their retail store, which sells everything from Harleys to biker gear. It even has a part shop in it. They also run Punch Wally Garage, which customizes old cool cars. And they do have, of course, a Harley repair shop. And on top of everything else, they have an actual stage where they have live bands and events. This is where I actually wired the power into the big sign he has in the front, which he's fixing to replace. But that way, when the sign comes on, the power to everything comes on at the same time. It's on a timer inside the building. If you notice, that switch was pretty wore out. It was already there. If you haven't ever been to Strokers, it's an amazing place. They estimate there's between 1,000 and 2,000 bikes that roll through Strokers each and every weekend. If you watch real close, you'll actually catch a quick glimpse of Rick as he walks out and takes a look at the progress on the building. His building goes almost an entire block, goes way past the video view here. So this episode, we took care of hanging the cable. Next episode, we're going to start on the lights on the building. And then on the third episode, we're actually going to light up the mannequins. If that episode goes too long, then we'll have a fourth and final episode, which will give you all of the lights lit up at nighttime so that you can see what the final project looked like. Thanks for watching.